Everybody, I was gonna do my best MTR impression, but welcome to the Real Bravado Take. It's not a takeover. I am sponsoring this week of meals, quick and easy meals for men on the go with Maggie, the substitute teacher. Thank you guys for joining us. Now, today is the first day that I actually understood in all my years on this planet what it means when they say hump day. Wednesday is hump day, and I get it. So welcome back for the takeover. Look, a quick reminder again. Here's how we got here. I was sitting in the cafeteria at work watching all of these brothers eat these sad cafeteria meals or these dry bologna sandwiches and talking about how their ladies did not have enough time to make them any meals. And that's when the big bright idea, I said, you know what? Let me see if Maggie can help these ladies out with some good suggestions on some good, quick, healthy, loving meals that they can send their guys off to work with. And for those of us that are just in the market shopping for a lady, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, we can have our own ideas too. We can use some of these ideas ourselves while we're waiting on her. So without further ado, I know we're all here for the incomparable Maggie, the substitute teacher. Come on up. I'm going to say come on up on your own platform.
Absolutely.
I am looking at this chat and they're like already fired up and ready to go. And that's what's
up and ready to go. Yes. Are you sharing on your channels too? Hello, everyone. I
did not get a chance to share on my channel today. It's hump day for a reason, Maggie.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. As TJ says, hello, I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. Welcome to my struggle cooking class. And as Real Bravado Network has so generously sponsored this entire week, we are focusing on meals for your guy, for a hardworking man. We wanted to put together some easy lunches so you can send him out into the world with love. So today we're going to be doing a tuna salad. I'm going to do a tuna salad with crackers. I'm on a health and wellness journey. I know TJ's on a health and wellness journey, but I'll also give you all some tips. So if you wanted to do this as lettuce wraps or if you wanted to do this as a sandwich, you can as well. So John is saying, hurry up. Well, I am ready. So let me get my uniform on and we're going to get started. So TJ, have you eaten today? And if so, what did you have?
I made myself, believe it or not, like a chili dip with like the lime Tostito nacho chips. Love it. See, I love lime. I love anything with lime in it. I love chili. Love it all. Mm-hmm. So that's what I made for lunch today, and I made it with ground turkey. My chili.
Speaking of turkey, I meant to tell you earlier. I do have a little surprise that I picked up on my grocery store order today. When we get done. You all have been talking about this fried bologna that I've never made. So if you guys want to see me try to make it for the first time, if you want to talk me through it, I most certainly will.
You did not get some.
I did. I've had regular bologna in a sandwich, but I never have had fried bologna. So I'll try anything. Ladies, if your man has a preference, find out what he likes and make it. And you're not going to know unless you ask. So see what he responds well to. And if you can learn it, that gives you some points for the extra effort. So we're going to recap what we left off with last time, but I am going to start with some eggs in the microwave. This is another no cooking recipe, but I'm going to do this tuna salad with eggs. Do you eat boiled eggs in your tuna salad, chicken salad, any of that?
I do not. I am allergic to eggs.
You're allergic to eggs. Okay.
Which is crazy because guess what, Maggie? I can have ice cream, I can have cake, but I cannot have, I don't know which part of the egg I'm allergic to, and we're not going to go find out.
Absolutely.
Because
okay.
that's a bad thing. But no, I learned, like a couple of years ago, I learned from the hard way. I didn't know that French toast was made with egg batter. So I ordered French toast for the first time a couple of years ago out to dinner. That was not a good day.
Oh no, I'm so happy.
But so yeah, egg is the only thing I can't have, but everything else is great.
Okay, so we're not going to put eggs in TJ salad, and just like that, ladies, just ask. Find out if there's any allergies or sensitivities. So I'm not cooking on the stove today, but I did want to show you all there are little gadgets. I know we have some truckers, some travel nurses, people who may not have access to a kitchen. So this is something that I've used, and I'll go ahead and make some eggs because I snack on them. But this is just from Walmart. It's called the Egg Pod. To me, it looks like a little construction hat, so I like to think of it like that. But this is a little microwave egg cooker. I think it was under $10. So I'm just going to boil some eggs and keep them separate. But I always like to show you all little hacks where you can make something a little bit nutritious, even if you don't have access to a kitchen. So let me just put some water in here.
You want to hear something a little strange, Maggie?
Absolutely.
Even though I don't know what eggs taste like, I don't know what they taste like, I make the best omelets on the planet.
Now that is...
I'm the omelet king over here. Yeah, I don't know how that works, and I've never.
Oh my goodness!
So when I got company, when I got like family coming in from out of town, I'll get up and cook breakfast for everybody. I don't care nothing about that. They always want, make me these omelets. I make these big, fat, fluffy omelets stuffed with everything. Yeah, I can make I make a mean omelet, so they say.
Oh my goodness. I was going to say, what do you put in it? But it sounds like an everything omelet. Shelby, we are making tuna salad today, sans the eggs, but I'm just going to go ahead and put them in here. And for anybody who does eat eggs, so if you like soft boiled, it's 6 minutes, medium boiled, it's 7, hard boiled is 8. So just a good way to get a quick protein. And then also for me, it's a healthy snack. No problem. Here I am, everyone. All right, so let us repeat for anyone who is just joining, since we're making meals for our guide. So to repeat class, number 1, this is not a lunchbox, okay? These bags, banish them from sending your man to lunch to work with one of these. They work as trash can liners or other things, but we talked about make sure you have a proper lunchbox, all right? There's several different kinds out there. I've been using the same one here. Make sure you have a proper lunchbox for him. That's number 1 of your 3 tips. Hello, everyone. And then number 2, I advise you all to get whatever containers work for you. I've been using the rectangular ones, but I think today I'm going to use this meal prep container. It's got the different dividers in here. You can get them square, you can get them round, you can get them rectangular, but put your guy's food in a way that's easy for him to access. Know what kind of work he does. Know what kind of breaks he has in his schedule, okay? We talked about this on the first day. TJ works multiple jobs. He works overnight. So find out if your guy has time to sit down for a hot meal or if he needs to eat right out of the lunchbox. Find out if he has, 45 minutes or an hour, or he just takes 15-minute breaks, and then you can, oh my God. TJ, you have already sponsored the whole week. You have bought the groceries. You just continue to be so generous here. But thank you, thank you, thank you. I have no words. I have no words. Shelby made tuna salad earlier today. Ooh, what did she put in hers? Onions, peppers, relish, mustard, mayo, black pepper, and a pinch of cayenne.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Woo.
Okay, so would you like...
I like that cayenne pepper.
You like that cayenne pepper? Okay, you got it. You got it. Coming right up. Let me turn the heat down.
You know, I often forget a lot, Maggie, about when I'm thinking about like sandwiches or dips or rolls. You forget about like how great tuna is. You know, it's not the first thing that jump out in your mind. And
Absolutely.
yeah, it's the
Everyone.
lick.
I love a tuna, and we got to shout out Miss Strong. Was just thinking about you. She says, "Hello, everyone. On my way to the gym, but wanted to show my favorite collab duo some love. I appreciate you both so much for all of your support. You all, please check out Miss Strong, also a YouTube content creator and a proper, I was going to say physical therapist. That's not it. Personal trainer.
Personal trainer.
Clearly, I
Yeah.
am not. So you all, please check out her channel. She cooks and she supports.
Yep,
Hello.
Miss Strong. I just came from mine about a half hour ago, so have
Mhm.
fun.
Yes.
Personal trainers, I think you guys are just Nazi sometimes,
All right.
but they're well needed.
Absolutely. Definitely need to get your workout in. I did the bike this morning. I'm not lifting much weights. I probably should. But anyway, I'm so glad that you all feel strongly about that. And thank you for your support. All right, so I'm going to show you all a very basic tuna salad. You can really make it with 3 ingredients, but like Shelby said, we can add extra stuff to it as well. So we'll start with the basics, and then TJ, if you want to have a little bit more, we'll add more to it. All right. So very simple 3 ingredient tuna salad recipe. You're going to use tuna, you're going to use the mayonnaise of your choice, and you're going to use the relish of your choice. So here's a little hack. If you didn't know, you can make your own tartar sauce. You can make your own 2-ingredient tartar sauce with mayo and relish. That's all you need to do. Swirl them together and
Is
you
that
have your
sweet relish or dill relish that you got?
Let's see. So this is sweet relish. Which one would you like?
Dill.
Dill relish? Let's see if I have
Do you
that.
have dill relish?
I'm not sure, but I will check.
Ain't nothing wrong with some dill.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make some. I have some dill spears. I'm going to actually chop these up really, really fine. And then I have, do you eat banana pepper?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I will make a special relish so that you have it exactly how you like it. So let me get my cutting board out. And we're just going to take some dill spears and do a quick dice. Then we're going to put everything in a bowl and just kind of mix it up. You can use the tuna of your choice. You can get tuna in the can. Randy says mustard. Yeah, absolutely. We'll put some mustard in there.
Like, how do you make a tuna salad without a little mustard, Randy? You know better.
Absolutely. I might need to get it out of the other fridge. One second. All right, so we have some mustard here. I love how everybody has their own recipes. And just like you have your favorite way of cooking or your family recipe, do the same thing for your guy. Find out what he likes. If he doesn't eat eggs, then don't put eggs in it. If you do eat eggs, you can boil them and then dice them up and add them to your tuna salad for a little extra protein. Completely optional. John wants onion. Well, let me ask our guy, TJ, do you like onions and peppers in yours?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
All right.
Load it up.
Load it up. Okay, some onions and peppers are coming. So let me start. Let me get a bowl so we can put everything in our bowl. And I'll just dice. And literally, this is kind of like a one-pot wonder. So we're going to put everything in there and then mix until we get our tuna salad just like our guy likes it. So this is something that you can make in advance. You can make a batch of it and it'll keep in the fridge. So I cook every day, but if you don't cook every day or you can't cook every day, this is something that you can make a large portion of and it'll, yes, John says cherry tomatoes. I was gonna put some cherry tomatoes on the side. I have them here. Man, you all are ready. Let me get my knife.
Mm-hmm.
Maggie better get on it. So
You know, it is a salad, so you got to load that joker up.
absolutely. So John, I want to know from you, do you put your cherry tomatoes in the salad? Would you like TJ tomato in your tuna salad?
Absolutely.
You got it. Coming right up. All right, so we're just going to do some prep here. And we talked about this yesterday. If you have time, you can cut them yourself. Or if you don't have time, you can buy your vegetables already pre-cut. We'll do a fine dice on these. So what I have so far is just the dill spears, and I have 3. So we'll go ahead and use all of these up. All right, so John says he does the tuna on the side. And when you all were talking about the, what were we saying the first time with the bologna, like the low budget meals? Some of those are some of the most satisfying. You know,
Yeah,
we all like
struggle meals.
Yeah, struggle meals. I'm
Struggle
coming,
meals.
John. I'm coming. I'm going to chop it up. All right. So I'm just going through the pickle the first time here and just kind of slicing it. Then I'm going to run the chef's knife through this, and we're going to get a fine dice on this.
John up there talking about chop it up fine, brother. This
This
my tuna salad, brother, not yours.
Don't worry, I'm going to chop it up for you. So, but you know, I prefer dill over sweet as well. I've never seen dill relish. I've only seen the sweet relish. So
Really?
let me know for our pickle lovers if you like dill pickles or sweet pickles. Put it in the chat. Let us know. So,
if you guys put sweet pickles, you're wrong.
Is that an abomination?
Not quite. It's close.
Is there anything that you don't eat? Anything that turns your stomach that you're just like, I cannot have that?
Oh, that list is way too long.
Really? Are you picky?
I don't think I'm picky, but everyone says I'm a picky eater.
Really? Oh my goodness. All right. John says sweet cooking with Sir CER Senior says sweet pickles. Yeah. Shelby says, do you like it on a side of crackers, bread or lettuce wrap? That's what I'm talking about.
All of the above.
Yes. So
well, when we were doing the taco yesterday, I was telling you I like variety. So if I make like tuna fish, I have like maybe a couple sandwiches, but they're made differently. So I like a variety.
Absolutely. So yes, you all have options. If you're doing, low carb or you want to avoid some of the starches, you can roll your tuna salad up into butter lettuce. I believe I have some. If you like an old fashioned tuna salad sandwich, what I would do, ladies, is I would go ahead and toast the bread, but pack it separate. So like put it in a sandwich bag, because if you make it with the tuna salad on there, it'll be soggy by the time he goes to eat it. All right, so hopefully this dice is okay for you, TJ. I'm going to put this in, and then we're going to do the banana peppers.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll get some seasoning in there for you. All right. So let me know how I did with my dice. If I made it fine enough. If I need to run through it again, I will. We'll make a nice little tuna salad that we can eat on. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Did you say that you're a big fan of like texture?
I am. I like a good crunch. Yes.
There you go. So yeah.
So you don't want it too fine that it's mushy, right?
Right on.
All right, so we're gonna do some banana peppers here. These are not spicy. They give a nice flavor. I like them on pizza. You can put them on a sandwich. You can put them on anything. So we'll pull a few of these out and dice them up as well. So the reason you want to dice, you don't have to be, an iron chef, but you do want to have small enough pieces so that when you bite into your tuna salad, you don't have big chunks of anything. We like texture, but we want everything to be about the same size so you get a little bit of everything in the bite. Ooh, Cooking with Cersei says, you ever mix sweet pickles and jalapenos? I do have jalapenos. Would you like some jalapenos in your tuna salad, TJ?
I'm okay with jalapenos.
Okay. Those are coming up next. Thank you so much. Jürgen is ready to skip to the front of the line. Jürgen from Germany always comes through with his plate. But sorry, we're feeding the working man first. So we'll make sure TJ has what he needs. And then everybody else can eat. John says you want bell peppers. Yes, I got you. Bell peppers are coming. Thank you. Shelby says she puts her toasted bread in foil and that prevents it from getting soggy. So that's a great tip. I know
Oh, yeah,
Shelby.
so they can make it. Yeah.
hmm So you would make the tuna salad and then you would pack that and you would put the bread separate
Hmm.
so that when you're ready to assemble your sandwich, everything is at the proper texture, the way it's supposed to be. All right, so we got our banana peppers. Then let me get a few jalapenos. I was gonna do like really basic, but we got some sophisticated palates in the chat tonight.
Right on.
All right, no problem at all. So we've got some jalapeno. So let me know how you all like it. If you like it mild, 1 jalapeno. Medium, 2 jalapenos in the chat. If you like it hot, 3 jalapenos. And then we'll get the peppers. I've been working on these peppers all week. We'll use these up, make it nice and colorful.
Yep. I'm not a big fan of jalapenos regularly, Maggie.
Okay.
So I was telling my daughter that. I was like, oh, I can't stand some days I just can't stand jalapenos, some days I can. So I was making a sandwich and I like pepper jack cheese or something like that.
Ooh.
So my daughter was reading the packet she's ate and she goes, Dad, I thought you didn't like jalapenos. I thought I don't. She goes, well, the cheese is littered with it. And I argue with my daughter about that. And then I look at the package and I go, oh.
But I like pepper for flavor. I don't like
flavor. Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't like heat just to make me miserable. I don't like
Well,
heat.
I made a mistake one time and I made some habanero chili. We'll never do that again.
Yeah, you ever have any of those Scotch bonnet peppers from Jamaica?
Nope, ain't trying to.
Oh my!
I like a little heat, but that habanero was a bit maybe because I used like 4 of them. I chopped up 4 of them, and
Okay.
that was a bad idea.
All right, so we have a little handful of peppers here. We're going to chop them up. One little hack for you all. The heat is in the seeds. So if you take out the seeds or if you slice a pepper long ways and you scoop out the middle, that's where the heat is. So if you just want the flavor, take the seeds out. If you want the spice, then you can keep the seeds in. So that's just a little hack as well. Uh-oh. Oh, was it yes to mustard or no to mustard? Randy says she messed up. Uh-oh.
No, yes to mustard.
Yes to mustard? Okay. So we're just going to do a little jalapeno dice here. So again, ladies, you can improvise. If you don't have the relish on hand, make your own. When I looked at the relish, it's got spices, and we're going to put some spices in here as well. But my mom said taste as you go. So give it a taste. There's nothing raw here. So taste it and then update it the way that he likes. Hello, Ron Alexander. Ooh, Shelby loves the
bravado.
Scotch bonnet. She's Jamaican. Yeah, man. I've been 5 times. I love it. All right, so we have our dill pickle. We have our banana pepper, and now I'm putting in our jalapeno pepper. Let's go in with the other peppers, and then I'll grab the onion as well. All right, so we'll do some orange. I love fresh peppers. These are a great crunch. They're a great sweetness, and they all have a different flavor to them as well. Thank you all so much for being here. Yes, yes, yes. And if you don't like tuna, we're doing tuna salad today, but this could be a chicken salad. It could be an egg salad. It could be whatever he likes. So, yeah, experiment with all of them. Some people like fish. All right. Some people don't. We'll leave these a little chunky. Put our orange peppers in here. All right. Are you okay with all 3 colors of peppers, TJ?
Absolutely.
All right. So let's go in with some yellow peppers for you. So, and again, ladies, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. Men just like to be taken care of. Everybody likes a good homemade meal. And then when they've been working hard and they finally come up for air and they're able to sit down to something lovingly prepared, even if it's just a sandwich. Y'all know how you feel when you have a good meal. because we talked about this before, especially for our brothers that work second and third shift. They don't have all of the dining options that we have. So make sure you're feeding him so nobody else is, right, TJ?
Uh-huh. Well, I told you about the story on Monday about, there, especially in my field, there's a lot of and they will, they'll learn and start bringing you food. I've experienced it, you know.
Yeah, ladies. Yes, yes, yes. And to me, it's just feeding your family and making sure everybody has what they need is a joy for me. But even if it's a chore for you, find things that you can do. You don't have to cook from scratch. This isn't even really cooking. We're just chopping up some vegetables and making a salad.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of this week is being easy, making easy, quick meals that you can send them off to work with.
Absolutely.
Because we all work. Our ladies work. They work hard. They get tired. We understand.
Right.
It doesn't for a guy. It doesn't have to be gourmet. You don't have to slave over heat all the time. There's a lot of quick, easy dishes like the roll-ups, like the tuna salad sandwiches, the chicken salad sandwiches. Those are easy.
Absolutely. Oh, we said onion. One more thing. And John says peppercorn. I don't know what that is. Is that peppercorn from the fresh ground pepper? If TJ wants that, we'll do that. Or are you talking about pepperoncini peppers? Because I do have a pepper grinder. We're going to get to the seasonings. We're not there yet. I got one more ingredient to go in. We're going to put some onion. But so far, we've got a really nice base for our tuna to go in.
And the color. And with all the different colors of pepper, that looks good. Just you can almost skip the toe because it's just colorful.
Hey, Bria. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my mom said,
can you bring that up on the screen? Yeah, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
We've got dill pickle. We've got banana pepper. We've got jalapeno pepper, red, orange, yellow peppers. Lots of different flavors. All of those vitamins and everything. And, another thing that we ladies need to be mindful of are hardworking men. Sometimes, hey, Bria, thank you for being here. A lot of times our men, they work so hard. By the time they do sit down to eat, they're so hungry. Sometimes they don't always make the best choices, right?
There you go.
Same. So the little things that we can do. I don't know how you like your onion, TJ. I'm just dicing all of this, but I don't have to put all of it in because onion can be kind of strong.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll just stop there. But this way you can get in front of it. It's part of anticipating his needs and knowing that, he works these long, physically demanding jobs. You can put him in a position so that he's making better health choices for meals. So he's happy, healthy, and whole. Okay, John says, grind up the peppercorn. I will. This is TJ's plate, but I hear you. We're going to get to the seasonings. This is the last thing I got to chop up. I'm telling you. But that's one thing, cooking is so subjective. I love it. And there's no right way. You can always learn, even if your mom or your family did it a certain way. Find out what your man likes, because that's what's important. He's the one providing for you, so make it so he can have it his way, Burger King. Absolutely, because what we were talking about that earlier, you never know the rewards when you do some of the simple things. Okay, so you tell me, TJ, do you want about half of this onion, all of this onion?
About half.
About half of the onion? Yes, sir. All right, so let's go in. Just with a little.
I know a lot of people believe onions is like the magical seasoning. I do not.
Okay.
I like a hint of it. Yeah.
I like onions sautéed, but raw, I like them kind of a little bit lighter as well because it can really overpower the dish. Absolutely. So if you have time, y'all can prep your veggies and have them ready to go for your omelets or your spaghetti sauces or whatever else you're making. Okay, so I think we've cut up everything. So I'll bring this up here. So we have our veggies. Now we're ready to put our tuna in. Oh, I'm sorry. You did say cherry tomatoes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, absolutely. Let me
Absolutely.
chop up some cherry tomatoes. John says, don't forget the lettuce. Okay. We will get to the lettuce when we're ready to assemble, but we're still building our man's salad. So I'm going to rinse off a handful of cherry tomatoes and we'll get these chopped up as best we can. But yes, yes, yes. Oh, Shelby, thank you. This is just an Old Navy. TJ likes flowers, so I wanted to make sure that I was presentable. Always try to represent myself well, represent you all well. So these little tomatoes might be a little difficult, but let me just, when you're cutting anything that's a little bit odd shape, if you can cut it in half and then put the flat side down, that gives you stability so it's not wobbling all over the place, and that makes it safer and easier to cut. So if you can give yourself a flat surface, that's a little hack for little tomatoes like this. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, I'm getting excited and I'm cooking for you.
I mean, it looks good.
All of it.
Oh my God.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
See if you can make your boy dance with this one.
He went to his dad,
Oh,
so
he's
he
with
doesn't.
dads?
Yeah, he's at dad's. So you just got me, but I don't mind to taste. I didn't eat. I was saving room after I make this for you. If you insist, I'll taste it.
Mm-hmm. And listen, John, please, if you want to add to the Real Bravado's dish, you can hit a super chat. I'll be graciously allow you to add anything if you go ahead and bless the cook.
Oh my goodness.
So
Well, well, well.
that's what we do over here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, what does Shelby say? Homemade lunches are healthier and saves money in the long run. Absolutely. TJ and I talked about this. How much do you usually spend when you eat out?
Oh Lord, a day? Easily $25 to $30. Easily.
So yes, when we talked about this menu and the different things that he wanted, easy meals for the workday, when I did the whole weeks of groceries, it was a significant savings compared to what he spends eating out. So I'm all for eating out every once in a while. I want someone to cook for me, but I like eating out because I want to, not because I have to.
Yeah, my sister is she's an over the road truck driver. She's not by herself. She teams drives with her boyfriend. I like this guy. He's a bit colorful, but I like this guy. But they're watching this week for ideas about what they can do out on the road, because when you're an over the road truck driver out there, you're sedentary for 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day, and there's not a lot of activity. So
Thank
they
you.
are actually watching for ideas to do, and they got a little fridge and stuff like that on their truck and stuff like that. So it's always, not just for those who work in buildings and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
We forget how our food actually gets to us sometimes.
Absolutely. And if you want to shout out their first names, I'd be happy to say hello to them.
My sister's name is Monet. She makes jewelry and drive trucks, so that's her.
Hi, Monet. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
tuning in.
And if
And
you
I'm
want to
so
see some
glad.
of her stuff, you can go to, I think it's called Mo Concepts with a
Uh-huh.
Z on Instagram, I believe.
Wonderful. Yes, we definitely are a happy, wholesome, family-friendly channel here. And I really like what you said, because Marie, who's all often listening in from the road, one of our truckers, she actually mentioned the same thing. So if anybody would be interested in me doing a series on trucker-friendly meals, put the truck emoji in the chat, because I work from home and I have access to a kitchen, but I know not everybody does. How are we doing with the tomato? Do you like this portion? Do you
That's
want?
great.
Okay, absolutely. Um, so we'll put that in there for you. But I've been thinking about polling you all who are over the road, coming up with easy, convenient, healthy options that you can eat in your truck. So I would love to know. This is the first time we're doing this series. TJ reached out to me about healthy meals for our working men. But if there's any other categories or any other series that anyone else would like to sponsor, I'm definitely open. All right, so this is what we have so far for you. We got our pickles. We have our banana peppers. We have jalapeno peppers, red, orange, and yellow peppers, onion, and diced tomato. So we've got a beautiful base to now add our tuna. Am I missing any other veggies, or we're good with the veggies?
I think we're good with the veggies.
We're good with the veggies. Okay. So I'm going to put these up, and then we're going to open up the tuna pouches that we have. So you can get tuna in cans. You can get tuna in pouches. Excuse me. It does say in water, so I'm going to open this, but I wanted to get the pouches because I figured it wouldn't be as wet as the one that we have to drain. So I've gotten 4 packs because each one is 2 ounces. So I wanted to give our working men at least 8 ounces of protein. All right, so let me put this up.
Yeah, my personal trainer, he's all about that protein, boy. He's like, you need your protein for the recovery, the muscle building. You need the he's all about that protein.
Yeah, I know if Miss Strong is in here. Hello, Stella. This is an easy meal. Absolutely. Protein is important, and I am not a doctor, but being on a health and wellness journey, protein takes longer to digest, so you're fuller longer, which means you eat less if that's important to you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put all of our tuna in here. There's not a whole bunch of moisture, so I'm just going to go ahead and open all the packs. Let me get a little spatula, get it out. We're team greedy over here. We don't want to leave anything behind.
Mm-hmm.
All right, absolutely. Let's get it all. We got to feed our working men. Shelby says, I saw they have electric lunch boxes with adapted cords. That would be good for those without easy access to microwave or on the road. You know what? I may have to look into that.
Electric lunch boxes?
Yeah, I've never seen electric lunch boxes, but there are all kinds of gadgets.
Hold on.
College students, travel nurses, if you're in a dorm room, we have military in our community, so many different types of workers. So absolutely. But yeah, you all can see how much.
Oh my God.
You found it?
There's a whole bunch of them.
If you want to share your screen, I'll pull it up.
Hold on. It's on. I'm on Amazon.
Okay.
Hold on. Can I do screen share?
Let me know, because I'm able to share your music. So if you can share your screen, we'll pull it up. And wrong one. There we go.
Let me take that out.
Ooh, tell us what we're looking at.
I'm assuming electric lunch boxes, and they got all different shapes, sizes.
Wow.
And the price ranges. I guess I didn't know that was a thing. Does it show that I'm scrolling up and down?
Well, who knew? All right. Well, Shelby, if you have used one, this is great. So it looks like this will give you a hot meal on the road. I've never seen that either.
Yeah, and I think the average price is about $25.
Okay. Good to know. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Shelby, for letting us know about that. See, y'all, we can learn together. We don't know everything. The closest that I've seen the lunch boxes with the ice pack that keep food cold. I'm not aware of the electric ones, but I just learned something today. And John has a question for you, TJ. Are you going to share?
I don't share my food and I don't share my women.
Well, then there's that. Okay. So on that note, so now we have added 8 ounces of protein to our bed of vegetables. So now we're going to go in with our liquid, our mayo and mustard. So, and y'all, I'm not measuring. I'm just kind of eyeballing, but we're going to put, I'd probably say like a 1/4 cup. And if we grew up, Maggie. We don't measure nothing. It's about that much. It's about that much. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
We have a $10 super chat from Ron Alexander, also in the lead attorney community. He says, do you have any ideas for cooking meals for kids that are picky eaters? My 10-year-old niece only eats junk food and hates anything else. What are good dishes to make that picky kid eaters make that picky
Ooh,
would like.
I'm the wrong person to ask that to because my daughter's mother is great, but she lets my daughter eat whatever she wants. But when my daughter comes with me, and I'm old school, like, yeah, you're gonna eat this, and then that's all you got. But so I'm a little bit old school with that one, boy. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. So I can give you some recipe ideas. But in a nutshell, it really is up to us as parents. And that's, one of the things that I love being a mom and even being a former wife, but being in a relationship, we control, or whoever's doing the cooking controls the nutrition for the family. So my mom is a retired home science teacher. So she taught me how to make the kids baby food and everything. And one of the things that she started doing is introducing the kids to vegetables when they were little. Put it on their plate. Kids are creatures of habit. So on my counter, I have banana, apple, plum, oranges. Just keep the good stuff out in plain sight. Do we have chips and other stuff? Yes, but that's in the pantry. And you'll be surprised how kids will just go by and grab something. But to TJ's point, I'm kind of old school too. Maybe that's why we didn't have a lot of sleepovers, because if kids were coming over, unless it was a dietary restriction, this is what we're making. And if they pitch a fit, I don't force feed anyone, but you do have to take 2 bites. And if you don't like something, that's fine, but you're not going to get dessert and you're not going to have me making anything else.
Ooh,
This is what's for dinner.
you're better than me, Maggie, because that dinner will be your breakfast the next day. So I'm cold. No, was my daughter, what I would tell her, I'd be like, listen, you got to eat, but you can tell me your portion size.
Yeah.
You can't, that's the only, and I tell people in my house, there's no vote. My daughter doesn't get a vote. She can make suggestions and make requests, but she doesn't get a vote.
Well,
And I either honor or deny or compromise with her with something, but she doesn't get a vote.
yeah, I mean, we are responsible. We are parents. When the kids are up and out, they can do what they want to.
Do what they want.
Celia says one of her friends that's a flight attendant uses the electric lunchbox during their travel. John says make them veggie burgers and fries. I'm coming to that because I do have a tip as well. Mona says yes, keep more of the healthy food options out and in the open. Mona says say that, TJ. So to answer you, if I had someone really picky and they just been able to eat junk, I would find out what their favorites are. And to John's point, if they like burgers and fries, okay, fine. But maybe we start doing turkey burgers and sweet potato fries. Maybe we do, a burger in a lettuce wrap. Or, kids don't necessarily have to count calories unless, their doctor tells them to, which I am not a doctor. But I try to find healthy versions of the food that they like. That's what I do on my channel here. The reason I'm Maggie the substitute teacher is because I use sugar, dairy, and gluten substitutes to make meals that we all love. So yes, Ron says thank you, and you'll try. She only comes on the weekends, and when she does, it's Oreos, chicken nuggets from McDonald's, pizza, and her parents enable it, so I can't get through. That's the problem. You got an uphill battle. I'm so sorry about that. All right, so back to TJ's lovingly homemade clean meal. We've added a little bit of mayo and some mustard here. So I'm gonna add some seasonings and we're gonna stir it up. We're gonna stir it up and taste it and see how we like it, if it needs a little bit more of this or that. Because you can get with this or you can get with that. So for seasonings, you can do like a good all-purpose seasoning. I can use the Greek seasoning, salt and pepper. I know TJ says he likes the cayenne pepper, so we're gonna, the cayenne pepper. So we're gonna put some pepper in there. What I usually do is, are you okay with the Greek seasoning and the paprika?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll do a little bit of that. And then I just brought out like some Cajun seasoning if you like a little medium heat. But again, y'all know I got all the spices back here. I keep buying them to try different recipes. But yeah, it's good to have a good all-purpose. So we'll do a little bit of cayenne pepper. I'm not going to do any salt because we already have tuna and we already have the pickle, which has that brine in it. But I'll do some of the Greek seasoning. And then we'll do the paprika. The paprika gives it a nice little smokiness, especially if you have egg in there. This one does not have egg, but the paprika gives the a little bit of smokiness to it. And then we're going to stir it up. Yes, thank you all for liking the live stream. Mona says her daughter only likes one vegetable, and you offer the preferred vegetable with others as an option. I love that. I love that. Absolutely. What does Shelby say? I don't have kids yet. Shelby's on the market, gentlemen. So if anybody wants to share their benefits package, I met Shelby.
I have excellent benefits.
All right. I met Shelby virtually in the Kevin Samuels mix. She's a lovely young lady looking for relationship, marriage, long-term, all of that. She cooks and she posts her meals. So Shelby, I don't know if you mind me putting your business out there, but Shelby is on the market. John says I've been in his seasoning cabinet. Have I? Take a look. Wrong one. Take a look. Take a look. Oh my God. All right, so we're mixing this up. We've got Miss Green in the house. She says, engine number 9 going down Chicago line. Get that train falls off that clip. Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Sorry, y'all didn't ask.
We just our age, boy.
I know. Thank you, Snuggles. Y'all know Snuggles coming through. You haven't made it as a YouTuber unless Snuggles has come through. So I'm stirring this up. It's looking good. It's nice and colorful, nice and chunky. We'll give it a taste. John says yes. Oh, that's right. You can get with this or you can get with that. Absolutely. All right. So we've got this mixed up. I'll let you take a look and then I'll take a taste on your behalf. If you want it creamier, we can add more to it, whatever you like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks really good.
Looking good? All right. Mm-hmm. So let me get a tasting spoon and we'll give this a taste. See if we need a little bit of anything else. Get a little bit of tuna, some peppers, some pickle, a little onion.
See, not even right.
It's bright. Got a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna make that for lunch tomorrow. I have everything to make it I'm gonna make it tomorrow for lunch. Mm-hmm. That looks really good.
And for those of y'all, this is TJ's plate, so we're not going to add any egg to it. However, if you do eat eggs and you want more protein, you would just get your hard-boiled eggs. So we cook some here. Just peel and dice up your hard-boiled egg and add them in here as an extra ingredient. It adds to the creaminess. It adds to the
You better call Uber.
Oh yeah, call Uber. Come on over. I'll feed you.
That's gonna be one heck of an Uber drive.
I know, right? With the beauty of the internet, we are all together. Okay. So now we are ready to assemble. I know TJ likes his fruit, so I'm going to go ahead and cut up your strawberries while we're here. We've got our tuna salad, then we're going to start assembling your lunch for the next day. As you all can see, we made a huge amount, so this would last at least a couple days, but absolutely.
Yes, if I made that, it probably wouldn't even make it to work.
You're welcome. Yes, look, I always shout y'all out. If you have a YouTube channel, come through and shout it out. If you have a family business, you want to shout it out. If you are looking for love in all the right places, we're going to shout you out. I am here to make y'all happy, whatever I got to do. So, yes, absolutely. Y'all can see Shelby is a lovely young lady. So we'll keep her beautiful face up here while I cut up. So even though we've got some veggies in here for TJ's lunch, he also likes his fruits. TJ likes strawberries. He likes all the berries. So I got you some more fresh blackberries because I know you like these. I'm going to make a little fruit pack.
I got some new ones today.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I eat a pack a day.
You eat a pack of blackberries a day? Ooh,
yeah.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Do you just eat them raw, or do you put them on yogurt? Or?
Nope, just eat them out the package. Pop it up, sit down, watch the TV. Miss Sabrina says she need to step up her tuna game.
Absolutely. absolutely. Yeah, y'all, you can take canned tuna. I had the pouch tuna. You can take whatever tuna you have and bring it to life and give it a lot more substance. And, if you like it creamier than that, add more mayo or add some egg. If you like it hotter, add some jalapeno. Oh, for Mr. John, a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. Hello, Mr. BX says, hello, TJ, Maggie, moderators, scholars, and observers. Yes, you're just in time for the wrap. Y'all know how we do over here. All right, so let's cut up some strawberries for TJ's fruit cup, and then we will assemble. Keep doing your thing. Absolutely. I'm having so much fun this week with all of y'all. But TJ, I have to thank you for reaching out to me and coming out with this idea, because y'all know I just cook what I want, but I do like the challenge and you kind of making me think about, what can we pack for our working man? All right, let's cut this up. Hello, Delisha. Thank you for being here. John says you missed the show. Yeah, I'm here for y'all every day.
Yeah. I told you, Maggie, I like coming over here because sometimes over on my stream, we deal with some very heavy, hard topics, and it's just nice to get a refreshing break. And then food, who doesn't like food,
Exactly.
Especially when it's good. And like, sometimes you sit around, you be like, what, you don't know what you want. And so channels like yours will always be able to, give alternatives, especially when you're looking to be healthy about it. And healthy doesn't necessarily always mean that it's not good either. People don't understand that.
Absolutely. I love coming up with creative ways to make food that we want to eat, for me, using ingredients that I have to eat. So you all are always welcome here. I live stream every day. Subscribe to me, subscribe to Real Bravado Network, and turn on your notifications so you know when we're live next. So I have a little container here. This actually came in one of the lunch boxes. So I'm going to put TJ's fruit cup in here, and then we are ready to assemble our working man's lunch. So one of the things that I shared as a hack with you all, what you can do, ladies, to save time when you're making dinner for your man, go ahead and make extra so that you can pack his lunch. So for example, we have tuna salad here. So for dinner, I would probably do like a tuna melt between some nice crusty bread and some melted cheese with, some either, fries or sweet potato fries, or, tuna melt with a nice warm savory soup. That would be dinner. And then I would take the leftover tuna salad while I'm plating his dinner. I would go ahead and be packing lunch for the next day, so you can get dinner and lunch done at the same time. You like a good tuna melt, TJ?
Yes.
Absolutely. That sounds so yummy. Yeah. So I just have some strawberries, y'all. I'm just cutting them into quarters so he can grab them and go. You can leave them whole, but I just like to go ahead and cut these up. We'll do some strawberries and we'll do some blackberries. So we have a nice to-go lunch for our working man. Something that'll keep well since he's working so hard. And I can't get over that story you said about all the men sitting there and nobody's got a home-cooked meal. Hurt my heart.
And you have to understand something, working in the hospital, it's a lot of men. You're talking about, when you're talking about the oncoming shift, it's about 20, 30 men sitting around.
20 or 30 men eating sad air sandwiches because nobody's cooking for them.
Yeah, or the nasty leftover, all day laid out cafeteria food. And the cafeteria, like in a hospital, if you want good cafeteria food, you got to go during the day. You can't, after 3 o'clock, it's a wrap. You get fried this and stale that, and brown salad bar.
That's no good. Let me rinse these off. Ladies, you hear what he says. So for our brothers who work second and third shift, they have slim pickings. They don't put the healthiest, best, freshest food out for them in the evening hours, which makes it even more important for you to send them with something that they want to eat that's good for them. John wants me to make barbecue pork nachos that they love in Memphis. I don't know how that's going to work on my health and wellness journey. Let me think about that one. All right, so we've got our blackberries, we've got our strawberries. We're gonna put these in here side by side for our guy. Make sure he has everything that he needs. And TJ likes his just like this, but if your guy likes it with a little bit of yogurt, or you could drizzle with honey or powdered sweetener or whatever you like, make sure he has some good fruit. So now we're ready to assemble. All right, so let's see what we're going to do today. We have that. I think I want to do, okay. We're going to try this meal prep container. So I'm going to put some, well, we'll put the tuna salad in here or in the small portion. Let's see. I don't want to use this one. So that's fine. Let's see. We'll do both of these sections in case he has 2 breaks so he can eat. Sometimes people don't like their food to touch, so you can get these meal prep containers that are separated, or you can get the one that's one big bowl. We showed those on Monday. Ooh, John says you make beef nachos, lamb or duck or chicken. That's a lot. Ron says, my niece loves mac and cheese. Maggie, do you know any recipes that use healthier ingredients? My niece is willing to cook together, so I'm thinking of making healthy alternative of mac and cheese and pizza. I do that all the time. We just did a cauliflower crust pizza. It was so good. So yes, for mac and cheese, one of the things you can try if you want to avoid some of the starches, there's a cauliflower mac and cheese that you can get, cauliflower mashed potatoes. You can do, I don't know. I mean, if I'm going to do like the regular thing, I always say it's not what you eat some of the time, it's what you eat all of the time. But you can get lower fat cheeses, some cheese alternatives. But yeah, I would probably do just less of it, maybe like 1 serving or half of a serving, but you can try some of the cauliflower ones. But I do dairy free, and that helps as well. Then for pizza, absolutely. You can get different flatbreads. You can do, I love the cauliflower crust, the different healthier options. And then with the pizza, lots of veggies. So if you're going to do meat, that's fine. But just what we used here today, the peppers, the onions, the mushrooms, put that on there so it's really robust. All right. So in this recipe for TJ's meal, we're going to do crackers. So we've got 2 servings here of our taco salad. We did that yesterday. Tuna salad, ready to go. We've got our strawberries and blackberries ready to go. So find whatever crackers that your man likes. If he likes a Ritz cracker, if he likes, I don't know the different brand names. This is what I have. This is the Mary's Gone crackers. This is an olive oil cracked black pepper. Or we'll also get the lettuce out so you all can see that as an option. So what I would do, I'm going to put these in a Ziploc bag. And like I showed you all, we're going to keep them kind of separated here to make it easy for him. And so his food doesn't get soggy. All right, so we have some crackers. I'm going to put a few, however many you like. Then we'll roll those up kind of in here. And then we're going to do, I think we said we're going to put some cherry tomatoes on the side as well. So I know we chopped those up in here. So let's give him a little bit of cherry tomatoes just as a snack. We'll rinse that off. And then I'll show you all the lettuce option. And Shelby gave us a great option. If you're doing sandwiches, I would toast his bread. And then Shelby says put it in foil separate so that it doesn't get soggy. We'll put some tomatoes in here. Let me grab the lettuce. All right, this could be better, but imagine you had big, beautiful, like butter lettuce leaves. So what I would do is I would take off a nice little bowl of lettuce. So if your man is doing low carb or wants to avoid some of the starches, then what we would do is we would get the little lettuce bowls here. And then I'll show you when we pack it, he can scoop up his tuna salad into the little lettuce wrap and eat it just like that. So we'll put a few of those on the side for him. I know John said don't forget the lettuce. I don't know if you meant on the side or inside. Ron says she's not going to eat any of those veggies, but she'll definitely look into your suggestions. Ron, take a look. I do have a cookbook, and let me see. I think I have the banner. And there's a $5 discount. I posted a poll of my favorite recipes that you all have liked me to make, and we put them in the cookbook. And what we ended up doing is it's an ebook, so it's a digital download. You can get $5 off with the coupon. And it's got stuffed mushrooms, it's got the Maggie cakes, it's got all kind of really tasty food in there, but healthier options of it. So that might be a good place to start. Hopefully that's helpful for you. All right, so let's get TJ's lettuce and get this wrapped up. I'm just rinsing everything. And you'll notice what I'm doing is I'm just trying to keep everything as separate as possible so that as he carries it to work during the day, it's really easy for him to assemble, whether he eats it all at once or he has to break it up. Oh, John says you ate all of the Brussels sprouts in the store? Okay. All right. So let's get our lettuce and wrap it up. So again, it could be a lettuce wrap, or this could be with crackers, or it could be with sandwich bread. So we're going to give TJ lettuce. We'll sit that right in there and put his cherry tomatoes right in. All right, so for our working man, we've got a nice little container here with his chunky tuna salad, some lettuce to wrap it in, some healthy crackers, and some cherry tomatoes. So let's get this packed up for him, and I'll show you all how we do. So let's go ahead and get this. Oh, I have to remember to take a picture. I'll do that after. All right. So we've got it all nicely sealed for our hardworking man. We've got his fruit here. Ron's got a question for you, TJ. What inspired you to create your channel and cover the subjects that you do?
Oh, actually, what inspired? Well, we were doing content before like YouTube even existed. It was actually a group of 3 of us, and we were doing like just regular internet streaming and all that. So when that kind of went away, we started, and we were doing like pop culture stuff back then. And so what really got me going is the fact that so many, and I do a lot of things about relationships and stuff like that. They're so, especially focused on like the Black community. And I just kind of got disheartened about how many of us are single, especially those of us rounding into our 40s, mid 40s, we're just woefully single. And so I started looking at a lot of the issues that have caused that and the attitudes behind that on both sides of the fence. So that's what made me start focusing on that area for my channel. And Real Bravado, I chose the name. People are like, what's that name? I chose it because bravado means bold. And so the conversations that we want to have around there is we have very bold conversations over there. I'm not about the drama, the infighting. I always claim that I prefer, we don't mind pressure tested conversations, but we're not about the drama because we're about the work over there. So.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of work, we are ready to send our man to work. So ladies, we're going to pack this up for him. Shelby says it looks great, Maggie. Well balanced and filling. Lunch for our guys. John says, TJ, I'm jealous. It looks delicious and you won't share. Well, nope. Today is TJ. Well, this is TJ's week. So we're going to pack this in here. And then let me see if I can also get, with this round one, I might have to put the fruit maybe on the side. But what I want to call out that we talked about yesterday, you all, make sure, my point number 3, when we did the recap, make sure that you send him off not only with the meal, but everything that he needs to eat the meal. So when I pack for my guy, I always include napkins. For something like this, you want to put some extra napkins in here. They may have them at work, but they may not. And when they sit down, you want them to be able to sit down and eat and enjoy. Also, I found these. I should have had these in the first day, little hand wipes, especially when they're eating something like this that they have to assemble with their hands, especially tuna or anything that, may have a little bit of a smell. I'm going to put some wet wipes into his lunch pouch right here so that he has a wipe to clean his hands before he eats, and he has a wipe for after he eats. Ron Alexander is loving it. And then lastly, we talked about cutlery. Yes, you can buy the disposable ones. That's no problem. But I like to have separate utensils for our working men. That's just for them. So these are plastic, but they're more sturdy. This is just a camping cutlery set. It came from Dick's Sporting Goods. And I like that it has this little hook on the end, so it keeps the set together, so that, of course, he can open it and use what he wants to. But when he's eating, he always has a knife, a fork, and a spoon for whatever you pack for him. So we're going to make sure he has that in here. And then you all know me. I would probably put like some mints or something in there, since this is tuna fish. So if you have some gum or anything, but we always want to send him with a little note to have his day. TJ, enjoy your lunch. Love, Maggie. Always send them out with love. Now, we have someone on the first day that said, oh, I forgot your water coming right up. So this lunchbox has a little section on the side. I do have a nice bottle of water, or this can be a reusable bottle of water. This lunchbox here has a little drawstring that'll hold the bottle tight. So let me get that together. And then he is ready to go. What I would do, ladies, is I would make this the night before. Remember, we talked about doing this when you make dinner, so that when you serve dinner, this is ready to go. And you can set it in the refrigerator. So all he's got to do is grab and go in the morning. This lunchbox can be carried this way, or it could be carried this way, but he basically has everything he needs. So, TJ, you ready for another day? Another day at work? How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling good about it.
Okay,
Well, thank God I'm actually off this week. I've been off for Maggie, I've been off for 2 weeks, and I'm thinking, oh God, back to it on Monday. I haven't had a day off work since the start of the pandemic.
Oh my goodness. No. In years?
In years.
TJ, that's...
You have to understand, like, what the pandemic did to healthcare was true. Unreal. Like, it literally obliterated the workforce.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I just saw it as an opportunity to, clear out debt, set my daughter up the way I want to have her set up. She's 8.
Yeah.
And for me to be, okay. And
Yeah.
it did. So I saw it as an opportunity. Now I've worked like the last couple of years. And so this is the first time, I would take 2 days off or something like that. But this is the first time in about 3 years that I took 2 full weeks off of work. So,
well, I am so happy that you took a week off and you decided to spend it with me. 2 weeks. I'm so excited. I am so honored to cook for you. John is saying, make me one like that. Well, that's one way to ask. Shelby says, yes, include wet wipes, a toothpick, and utensils. We have toothpicks. Absolutely. That's a great tip. Ladies, what else would you include in here? In the meantime, Ron is saying, Mr. Bravado, last question. I'm single, 30, no kids, and you have an accounting career. What advice would you give to someone like that in navigating modern dating relationships? Well, the cooking is done, so take it away, TJ.
First of all, I wish I could go back to 30. No kids with my career, because I would do things a lot differently. What I would suggest that you do, first of all, you got to find a lady that is going to be who's going to be on your page, meaning you gotta find a lady that her first words to you are never no.
Aww.
So every time you request something, if the lady's always no or if it's not an immediate yes, you don't want someone who's always saying no and you got to talk them into it. That's bad business. Number 2, you're 30, so you still haven't even hit your financial peak yet. So still continue to work in that space. Make sure that you go into the next 5 to 10 years debt-free, setting up for your long-term. You got to prepare for what you want, and there's there's it's a little fun to go out here and see what's out there, but you got to be very, very mindful in, especially when you start looking at long term. You got to be very insistent on what you want. But the biggest thing you should want out of a lady is a lady that her first response to you about anything, about most of the stuff that you ask or request, it can't be a no. I've had to learn that, and a lot of times, guys, we just kind of shrug things off because we're used to being persistent. We're taught to be persistent. We're taught to be hunters. So when we're with a lady and we're saying, "Oh, can you do this?" or "Let's go do this," or "Let's do that," or "How about this?" and it's like no, and then you got to talk her into it. That's going to be problematic down the line because you're going to get tired of trying to talk her into stuff.
I couldn't agree more. If there's any other older men in the chat that want to give Ron some advice, feel free to chime in. You all know that I have 3 YouTube channels. So this one, Maggie the Substitute Teacher, is my cooking channel. After this, tonight, I do have an Etiquette and Elegance channel. We stream there twice a month, and I'll be talking about having high tea in London. But my 3rd YouTube channel is The Wives Club.
The Wives Club, yeah.
Please check us out on Friday. If you're a fan of the late, great Kevin Samuels, it's me, Hermisha, Lisa, and AV. And it's a great community of people who are really interested in traditional roles and relationships. And you never know, Ron. I mean, there's quite the community in here. But if I may, you didn't ask me, but I 100% agree with what TJ has said, and as an older woman trying to teach the young, we have to get on our man's program. Every man has a program. Whether you like it or not is up to you. But you have to look at his life and see if you can get in a support role to him. Because ultimately, he's going to be the one working a lot longer and a lot harder than you are. So if it's not a match, like TJ says, cut your losses and find someone, because someone will get on your program, because relationships shouldn't be difficult with it just every day. There are going to be difficult things in a relationship, but you don't want everything to be a battle. So I would say have your vision and know what you want in a relationship and be able to communicate that, and don't lower your standards.
Absolutely. And one final thing, a lot of our ladies today, and I'm always about being practical, Maggie, we talk about that. A lot of our ladies are going to want to work and have somewhat of a career. Fine. But she has to have the mindset that her family comes first, that Absolutely. She will chuck that career quicker than if need be for her family. And that's what obliterated the healthcare field mostly. Mm-hmm. A lot of ladies in the healthcare field with stable husbands, them husbands are like, look, you got to come home because I still got to go out and work, and all the daycares are closed. You got to come home. And a lot of good earning ladies with their husbands, good for them, went home. And you can tell the ladies that did not, they're still in there working, but guess where their men are? Someplace else.
Well, on that note, everyone, John is asking for breakfast in the morning. No, tomorrow is not breakfast. I usually make breakfast on the weekends because I do work. I work from home. But thank you for the request. John says, real talk. TJ, we have someone new here. Marisha, my first time seeing you here. Hello. We got Lauren in the chat. Hello, Lauren. We are wrapping up, but thank you so much for being here. And John says, TJ getting first class. Absolutely. That's what we do here for not the sponsor of the stream, the sponsor of the week. So I am so honored to prepare this meal and send our working men out into the world. All right. Well, Ron is getting back to work. This is what I had for today. So we're doing this series all week. We are halfway through the week. So we will be cooking again tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. If you're interested in learning a little bit about my dining documentary and some of the stuff that I did in London, join me at 8:15 Eastern, and I will meet you all there, and we'll talk about some feminine things if it's been a little masculine for you this week. But I have had so much fun. Thank you, TJ. And we're going to go ahead. Number one fan fest. John is such a trip. All right, let me just TikTok.
TikTok.
All right. And then Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you all tomorrow. We're going to dismiss. All right, TJ, where can they find you? Anything to close us out?
Oh, they can, find me on my channel, the Real Bravado Network on YouTube. You can go to my Facebook, Real Bravado. And then on Instagram is Real Bravado Network. You can contact me any one of those. I'm pretty good at responding.
Fantastic. All right, everybody. I will see you either tonight or tomorrow. Class is dismissed. Thank you, Facebook and YouTube.